Nice little green day. Yet again, we're having different altcoins start to take off. So what we're starting to see is right on the edge of a total 3 breakout. Now what you're starting to see is other coins come to life. We had THETA breakout yesterday. We had the 𝗲𝗍 breakout yesterday, and many different altcoins. So now it's the big question. It's about this big question over here. Where are we switching into major alt season? And we can kind of see all the little hints that we're about to shift into phase 4. In the beginning of the year, we saw Bitcoin run. We saw a Ethereum breakout. And I believe that right now we are still busy with the Ethereum run. What comes after that is we have the large cap run, where we can start to see Solana. AVAX has been tracking really nicely. A lot of the L1s are moving. The bigger cap actual tokens are moving. And then what comes next is you have a whole eruption. Now, what that basically means is we only have the 4 major phases, right? We have Bitcoin, Ethereum, large caps, alt season, and then we're supposed to go shift back into the altcoin, into Bitcoin after that. And that's how the market works in this beautiful cycle. So what we're going to look at now is preparing for the alt season and preparing for what can we still make huge gains on. Now, we do know that alt season is the one that makes us all of the major money. And what we got to realize is these tokens move fast. And when they move fast, you take profits quickly when you have that 100%, 50%, those huge pumps, because there is a reset coming. And what that basically means, in a few weeks, we're actually going to go back into Bitcoin. And then it's time again from Bitcoin, ETH, large caps. But now we're at the most exciting one, which is alt season, guys. And what we are seeing now is starting to see a whole market eruption. I saw Polkadot. I gave that yesterday, starting to take off. And there's many more. So I'm going to be going through the tokens that I believe that are next. There are new tokens today, which is fantastic. And I'll be taking tokens from you guys. Let's celebrate. I'm back in Cape Town. I'm back in action. Smash that like button and let's get into the show. Let's hit it.
Click, click, have you heard the news? What? With his finger on the pulse, it's like Sheldon knew. Click, click, when the sniper shoots, we got Sheldon on the charts, so we never lose. Enter the sniper, sharpshooter advisor. Enter the sniper, he marks the charts right. Enter the sniper, he's calling the cycles. So enter the sniper, click, click, click. Time to be dedicated, sniper mode is activated. Explosions in the market are in target, and Sheldon demonstrates. Mirror, mirror on the wall, Master Sheldon tell us all. We got Sheldon on the charts, so we never lose. Enter the sniper, sharpshooter advisor. Enter the sniper, he marks the charts right. Enter the sniper, he's calling the cycles. Enter the sniper, click, click. Enter the sniper. Enter the sniper.
Yo, Banter fam, what's happening? Happy Tuesday to you all. Are you guys having fun? Josh, can we please put up a poll there? Are you making money? That's the big thing. Are you making money in the current market? Yes or no? Please put a poll. How are we doing, guys? Please pop in the comments. What's up?
Are you making money in the current market?
I am making money. I'm making money. Are you making money?
I'm making money. I want to show you. Some of the money I'm making.
Okay, show me. Guys, it's that point where we're having fun again. It's time to have fun.
I'll show you. Let me show you. Let me just get one of my 𝗍𝗿𝗍𝗏 accounts.
Oh, wow, okay. Dude, look at the market. It's crazy. So
you see, I caught blur. Whoa. You can't see that.
Right, let's see. Can we zoom in?
I caught blur, you see?
I don't know if they can see it.
Green, you see, because it's green and it's a
it's green because it's a green screen. Now you know he is making money. So how much money are you making?
Oh, you see here.
$12,000, $25,000. That's your honor.
I've got another one for you here.
$77,000. 𝗪𝗏𝗍𝗏. You did call it.
Actually, on my show today, I'm going to show you guys.
So why are they watching a show today? I think let's go through that.
Because I'm going to show you guys how I made $1 million in the last.
Guys, let's be honest. We love Run and we love the fundamentals. But tell Run we want calls. We want calls. We want Run to bring out the DJ. No, but more calls. More calls.
𝗪𝗏𝗍𝗏. I literally posted on my Twitter. Then I said, I buy blur. I posted the trade.
Okay, we want more.
Then I said, buy injective.
Okay.
Yes.
Yesterday
I said, buy 𝗕𝗆𝗃𝗵.
Okay. And today you're saying buy blank, go watch Run show, right?
Today, am I giving any calls? Yes, I'm giving 2 calls today.
Okay, he's giving you 2 calls today. Amazing. Thank you, brother.
God bless.
Amazing, amazing, amazing. Guys, it's fun time again. We're having a good time. I hope you guys are having a great time too. Definitely gets to this point where it gets fun. We've been through a crazy year of a crazy actual market, but this is it. This is where we're standing right now. We're starting to see a lot of the tokens start to make up. So first thing, quickly hit that like, hit that subscribe button if you're brand new. Join Sniper School. We have cohort 5. 5th cohort, guys. I can't believe how far Sniper School is coming. If you have a look below, you can register and it gives you 3 basic steps. It actually sends you an email and it shows you to open an exchange account, to deposit $100 that you trade with and put your user ID and get into Sniper School. It's going to be an absolute huge one. Cohort 5, especially in this market, it's insane. And remember, if you are part of school, you join our live sessions every day. So straight after the call, we jump on a live session yet again. So let's jump in and let's have a look at what's happening. So Bitcoin, yesterday, dip off. Yes, great dip off, quick dip off. We did have the dominance continue to the downside. So we can clearly see that there's a lot of strength within altcoins. And all that we wanted to see was just Bitcoin. It's cool that you're having a cool down. Were you going to hold this support over here, which we didn't. We came down and we actually bounced on the better support, which is this level over here. So as it stands with Bitcoin, 28,000 is the major level. That's the level we hold. As long as we hold that, Altseason, everything goes wild. Dominance continues to go down. It's this major trend line. So if you have a look at the 4-hour, we're just tracking the momentum and we just want Bitcoin to hold this trend line. As long as it holds this trend line, everything is ripping. And the only reason I'm saying that why we want to hold this, because the dominance is going to be in altcoins' favor. We could see it right now. The dominance has shifted, strength within altcoins, FOMO. You have many people FOMOing into the market now. This is why the altcoins are here. They're here to bring in all the retail money. And the only time that dominance is actually going to bounce back up is if either Bitcoin decides to go on a crazy run to the 40,000, somewhere there, then we can have a push up in dominance. Or secondly, it starts to get weak and it starts to break major levels. And the bulls are going to protect Bitcoin now because we finally made it. We finally got through the 20K, finally got up to the higher 20,000s. Now they're going to hold it. We have the 200 weekly moving average. We have all of this sitting at around 25,000. And at any point that gets threatened, we will have the dominance go back up. And now remember what I spoke to you guys about yesterday is just have the little mental shift that when Bitcoin was pumping, the dominance was going up. It's different now. When Bitcoin pumps now, dominance is coming down. So it means all the money is going into altcoins. But what it also means is if Bitcoin pulls back at any point, dominance is going to go up and the altcoins are going to come down harder. So it's just shifted slightly now when it goes into altcoin time. Is your altcoins are going to have the way bigger gains to the upside and they are going to have the bigger drops on the red days. And that's why it's important to time the ones, especially the ones that have already run. You know, something like Render. Render's sitting over $2. So you don't buy it now. But one of these days, you'll have a big pullback and it can go all the way to 1.6 and have a 20-25% pullback in one day. These are the days you can finally get those entries if you missed those current entries. So just remember the understanding. But as it stands right now, very simple with Bitcoin. Put this trend line on the 4-hour. As long as we hold this trend, we're going to have that dominance continue to the downside very strongly. Unless we break this trend to the top and Bitcoin goes higher, then we forgive it. We don't mind a dominance going up if Bitcoin's going up. But very simple, guys. So basically $28,000 is the support at the moment. Then what we have secondly, let's quickly go through the Bitcoin dominance. Really strong leg down. And what we are starting to see is if there is a Bitcoin bounce in this area, slight little push up in dominance. But I spoke about this yesterday where I'm expecting a little push up and then a continuation down to the downside. And what confirmed that yesterday as well was having the lower low. We finally got a lower low, which we haven't got in a long time, which is now definitely meaning that this big move to the downside of the dominance is real at the moment. And we should see a lot more of the actual downside to the areas of the 44 to 45, which is massive, guys. We're starting to see this little move already from a lot of altcoins. And we've only just created this little red leg over here. We're looking at this whole piece over here. If not, the ideal scenario plays out that we bought the bottom and the dominance goes all the way down to 40%. Then we're sitting on insane entries, absolutely insane entries. So everything is going good there at the moment. Quick update on the stock market, looking good. The futures is holding, only looking but stronger to actually go break this area over here. So I spoke about this, I think it was 2 weeks back, that we're at a critical stage where we're either going to start the pullback or we're going to go chase the highs. And it looks like right now stock market's looking strong. So that's really good. Dixie still hovering to the downside. There was a possibility of a double bounce over here, double bottom, but we're looking strong to the downside. So that's also in our favor. And then the last one, and this is why I'm saying you're running out of time now. If this market rips, I gave this to you yesterday of the USDT dominance, which was a big one. We saw that there's a gap now where we're about to hit a huge gap of people getting out of USDT and the huge acceleration. And I gave this to you guys, I think it was 2 days back, where we have a little bounce in the dominance. We've officially made the lower low and then a huge acceleration to the downside. And when we break this line over here, guys, to the bottom here, and we start this huge acceleration, that's basically last calls. Last calls. Anywhere down here, you're late. This is where it's profit taking time is in this area over here. So you are just before the line now of going into alt season. The last phase, guys. There's only 4 phases. 𝗷𝗍𝗶𝗵𝗏. Guys, he had the opportunity to save his name. He didn't. He had a lot of influence and, you know, he stuck to his guns. It is what it is. But yeah, much love to him. No hate in this game. So we had load shedding. So load shedding always cuts out my mic. So guys, what we have over here, I spoke about Polkadot yesterday. So Polkadot now is breaking that trend. So I got you guys even the better entries yesterday. I actually have still 2 longs. I had a small stoppage yesterday on the live session, but I managed to get them back in on the trend. I hope all that watched, and these are now ripping. I now have both of my accounts that are running. One's on a 7x since I started on the live trading, and the other one is literally running on an 8x. This one's sitting on 3.3 from $400 to 3.3. So that's ripping. Remember to join the live session straight after the show, guys. But what we have, guys, is last calls for me for Polkadot. If we daily close today above the 6.9, it's official breakout in the daily, which means this is not leverage entries, it's spot entries. But this is the last entries for me for Polkadot. So if you missed Polkadot, it's one that's looking hot as hell. It's looking hot today, looking fantastic. And I'm still seeing the first areas of the $8, if not to the $10. So guys, last calls when it comes to Polkadot. Stop loss areas is 6.6. So remember, guys, I'm going to give you calls now. We get into that point where the market's about to rip and get explosive, which means you're buying them and you're putting stop losses. You don't know how to do stop losses, go look at Crypto Banter videos. You'll see I've given many stop loss videos. Put a stop loss in just to protect yourself. Why? Because liquidations, leverage is going up. A lot of leverage is going up, which means you start these crazy wicks and you don't want to get caught out on any of these huge dumps that come at any moment. So put your stop loss in play, but risk to reward, Polkadot still looks huge. I spoke about Chainlink yesterday. So I'm going to go through the tokens that I believe are next, guys, shortly now. And then I will be going through tokens for you guys as well. Chainlink off to the races, broke the high. Remember what I said. I've said this with all the coins, guys. I said about Cardano, all of them, that they slowly grind up to their previous highs. Then they start to explode. Now, what we have with Chainlink is we have Chainlink now approaching the major high. And this major high is between the $9 and the $10 range. Once we through, which is basically 9.4, once you through 9.4, now the possibilities are $15 to $20. So it's not a buy now. The buys are gone, but hold on strong. I think Chainlink's about to rip us. I think we're about to see a strong Chainlink run that takes us up to $15 to $20. So huge, 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 huge. What we got then secondly, guys, don't miss this one today. You have Total 3 about to break out. Let me actually show you that quickly. Total 3, guys, make sure you do not miss the Total 3 tokens. Total 3 on the verge. It is literally, let's look at the percentage here. It's basically the previous highs. We're 2 to 3% away from a Total 3 breakout. Total 3 breakout, everything rips, and you need to make sure that you are part of those tokens. Which tokens are that? I said it yesterday on a tweet. ZIL, VET, THETA, and you can see already ZIL's taken off. THETA took off as well. I gave you the guys the buys yesterday. You should be 7, 8, 9% up already. But what we have over here is we have this daily trend line. If THETA is by the end of today, end of daily close, it's above 1.2, it's now daily breakout and it's going to rip. I'm looking at 1.6 to 2.3. So THETA last calls, when it's gone, I'm no longer calling it. I'm only focusing on TPs. I would put a stop loss at $1.09 in this trend. So remember how it works, guys. Let me just teach 2 seconds. It's so important. Yes, you love calls, you love things, but remember this, the way it works now. This breaks out here. We're expecting it rally up here, which means stop losses here. We should not come back in. So anything you're buying on these major daily breaks, just put your stop loss under these previous lows over here. That's all you got to do and ride them up to the tops. I'm still seeing, it all depends on how big this total 3 is, the total 3 breakout is, because we have 2 levels. Who knows? We may have just caught the bottom and this goes on for the rest of the year. We shall see. But total 3, if you have a look, I have the 2 ranges. So I have the first target. If that's so, I'm seeing a 40% from THETA. If it decides to go to the bigger one, and by the way, this is where Bitcoin is, so we should be going there, then you have way higher targets of $2, $2.5, $3 from THETA. That's when all of a sudden they become a lot bigger, the actual TP zones. So we'll track that as we go. For now, we focus on the entry. So THETA, last one, GRT, I spoke about this yesterday. GRT has hit the box. It's still, if it goes higher, then I won't be buying it more than the 17.2. But in this area, I'd still be getting GRT. I'm looking at a GRT explosion, not only to the tops, which will give you a good 20, 30%, but if not to these higher levels that are up to 100%, just to this area over here where Bitcoin is right now. Remember, Bitcoin is here. That's where Bitcoin is. And you got to relate your altcoins to where Bitcoin is on the actual chart. So GRT, again, last calls. That's the one that I'm looking at. Same with THORChain. These are all coins that are focused under total 3 for me. So when total 3 is gone, a lot of these tokens are going to move. So THORChain, again, last area for me. I'm expecting same thing, grind here, and that's where it starts to explode to these areas. So THORChain is another one, and ALGO is the last one there before I get into the new tokens. ALGO still for me, L2 in buy zone now. Fantastic on the trend, and I'm looking at ALGO get to 30 to the 40 cent mark. Still holding strong on my ALGO positions, just obviously having to be pretty patient. Now, what we have secondly is we do still have Ethereum looking strong. So if you look at Ethereum to Bitcoin, I still think it's well on its way to these areas up over here, which means I'm still looking at around about a 10 to 15% outgrowth of Bitcoin. So I won't be buying ETH, but for me, I still think on this run, ETH makes it to the areas of up to the 2.4 to the 2.5. So yes, we're on this current run. We're still on Ethereum. And I still think the Ethereum run is still continuing. It's too late to buy Bitcoin, too late to buy Ethereum, nearly too late to buy large caps. Definitely getting too late there, but it's still in time to buy Altseason for the smaller cap actual alts. Now, what are those altcoins? The first one I want to give you guys over here is ANKR protocol, and I'm giving you guys it as an actual trade. So any total 3 tokens, this falls under starting to get to your high risk to your higher risk. End of the day, this is where we make the money, right? We make money on the smaller cap actual tokens. Which means I'm giving them as actual trades, guys, which means you buy them even in spot and you're putting stop losses. Very simple. They're the higher risk tokens, but huge rewards. So the first one here is ANKR. It's on the buy zone right now on support, looking strong. I have a 5% stop loss. So just outside of this trend, putting stop losses in. I'm looking at this rip up. I've given you guys one target. I think there's a higher target, but for now, I'm giving you this target, which is up to 40, if not to 55% for this one over here. So ANKR, this is one that I'm giving right now. Put your stop loss in. There's the stop loss over there. You can pause the video. Make sure you put your stop loss in. ANKR protocol is one of the first ones. I see our scallop is taking off, and PBX NACA. I think these are the next ones to move. Remember, that's super high risk dollar cost, but I think we're finally going to get them. Now let's speak about VET. Big one, last calls for me. When total 3 breaks out, I think it's gone. One of the funnest tokens. I just want to remind you again, we're finding the really, really long-term breakouts. If you want to look how long this breakout is, look at this. Guys, this is crazy. Look at that. All the way from May 2021, you're basically looking at a 2-year trend. Look how long that is. So VET for me is a huge one now to be getting into. I'm looking at possibly a 30% if it's a small little push first, but I'm looking at a 70 to 100% push for now. Like I said, this may all change. We may go into full Altseason. Maybe Bitcoin decides to go to 40K, dominance continues to drop. Like, we never know how big this run can get. Right now, you are right at the bottom, and this is where you want to get it. And then we're going to fight the TPs. That's where it's going to be, where we have to control that greed. But for me, VET, I would not be getting it above the 0.0265 sort of area, but VET for me is one of the next ones. It runs with ZIL, it runs with THETA. We just got a ZIL explosion. Let's actually have a look at ZIL. It's actually crazy. Short time frame, these things are ripping. It's crazy where they are on the higher time frames. There goes ZIL. So ZIL ripping, like I said, it's very similar to the Cardano run, where it's all these coins, guys, they're doing the same thing. They all made the highs in January, right? Then what they do is they break trend. They slowly go up to those highs. Once they through that is when they really start to accelerate to the upside. So ZIL now on its way. No more entries, but what comes next, right? So anyone that got ZIL, hold on strong, looking fantastic. I see we have Arbitrum in price discovery. So anyone that got those runs with Run, I saw you made like $80,000 or something on the actual trade. You have Arbitrum. So Arbitrum's another big one. No buys, but hold strong. I seriously think between $2 and $2.0, just looking at the market cap, it's TP time. I do think $2 to 2.2. That's just my opinion. Guys, let's actually have a chat on that quickly. I'm about to go through. There's many more coins to go through. I want to speak about BNB. It's a big one. Injective. Are you happy this year that, like, for me, jumping between bullish, bearish, all these sort of things, I stuck to my guns, right? I did. And you can't say it's not been playing out. Like, we've been through many runs together as a family, but we're nailing it, guys. We're starting to understand and be a lot more patient. So shout out to all of those that believed in me in this time, and all of us, and to all the haters that said it wasn't going to happen. You know, we'll obviously track how it goes, but I do have one more message for you. One more.
You all laughed at me. Well, I have to say, you're not laughing now, are you?
Okay, let's continue. Okay, guys. So what we have is GALA Games. So gaming. Focus on gaming, because gaming is next. You're relieved. I know. I'm relieved too. Trust me, I'm relieved just as much as you are. So guys, with Total 3, what this means now is you've got many different categories and narratives in crypto, right? But what you have next is gaming. Gaming is the big one. So what you're starting to see is you're seeing GALA Games starting to take off, which usually means that you start to see that these tokens will start taking off, which you can see, which is Decentraland and Sand. The next one that I have is Vulcanforge, PYR. That's the last one that I'll be buying for gaming right now, and Super Farm. These are the last two that I'll be buying. Super, for me, is about to exit the major area, and when it does, I'm seeing a huge acceleration from Super. And I'm still looking at crazy targets, guys. If it gets through anywhere of the areas of the 20 cents, I'm looking at 60 cents. You know, you're looking at a 5x from this token over here. So pay attention to gaming. Don't. Sand is too late now. I've got you guys in there. Decentraland's too late. GALA Games is too late. But look at what's next. So Super and PYR, those are the ones for me. Focus on gaming. That falls under the Total 3 brackets. Let's go through the rest. I'm going to go through many tokens for you guys here. We have Dogecoin, which I still actually think is an accumulating buy. I will not buy it over 10 cents. But I think for the long run, we have 420 coming up. I think there's going to be news on Doge, guys. And it may be a payment system for Twitter. It may be something. But on 420, I think Elon's a stoner. So we are going to play something on that. And I've heard there's a lot happening. So I think anywhere above 10 cents for the long term is too expensive. But I still think at this area, like, I'm accumulating more Doge. I think there's a huge pump coming. And what I explained to you guys yesterday about when there is any of these pumps, right, that go too quick, we usually come and fill this. So if you have a look here, like, I think price goes back there pretty soon, which is the 15 to 16 cents, if not a lot higher. So Doge, I think, is still a really good one. It's now a real token. It used to be a meme token. Definitely now a real token. Let's speak about Render. Come on, guys. This is probably one of my favorite trades of the year. Like, come on. This is where I gave the trade. I gave it at the beginning of the month. I gave it 10 days ago, and you should be up like 70% or something crazy. So those who want Render, maybe I would take 50% of my profits here, just because there might be a pullback at any point. But the reason why I wouldn't take all, if Render goes through this area here, which is resistance between $2 and 2.2, there is a possibility of a $3. So if we break through this roof over here, $3 becomes a huge option now. So definitely not buying Render now. A lot of you got your buys. I would take 50% profit in this resistance box now, because you can maybe buy back more cheaper. But I would be holding some, because if it breaks this, Render's going to absolutely rip. So well done to those who got those. The next one I want to speak about here is Rose. Now, guys, it had a recent little short-term pump, which I get it. But now what we're doing is, remember, the beginning of this year, we jumped on 4-hour, 8-hour, 12-hour charts, daily charts. Now it's weekly, guys. And you need to understand, where are these tokens weekly? And that's how you got to trade them. The way you make money in the current market is by getting a good entry and holding for a good amount of time and then selling. Like very simple, right? But it doesn't mean in, out, in, out, in, out. That's not the way to make money right now. It's about getting it, holding it for the run, and getting out. Like very simple. So weekly is one of the perfect strategies right now. And this is one of my favorites personally. I looked at this morning, which is Rose. So fundamentally, we know it's a great company, but breaking this bottom trend. And remember, the market cycle works very simply, where any tokens, they come through a huge bear cycle, huge bear, goes sideways for a while and starts the ramp to the upside. And here you could see that now we're catching this early in the accumulating phase of breaking trend. So once Rose is above this 8.3 cents, the next target all the way at 14 cents. So for me, this falls under 100% category. I would be buying it here. I wouldn't be buying it above the 8.2 cents mark. And let me just give this to you guys. Very important. Put a stop loss. I just explained it to you. Under the low over there. Put a stop loss in. Amazing. Put a stop loss. It will be a 10% stop loss. That's just in case Powell or someone comes and destroys everything, which I don't think they will, but definitely always just put one in. But I'm looking at 100% from this trade, guys. You will be holding it for a little while, but 100% is what I'm looking at from Rose. So that is one of my next calls for the day. Let's look at what's next. So very extremely high risk is MoonRiver. We've been accumulating this token for a while. So this will fall under your 5% in your portfolio, but it is huge gains for me. It is, risk to reward and things like that, huge gains. So if you have a look over here, what we have is MoonRiver. Still love the token very much. MoonRiver, Moonbeam, all these ones. And we're very close to a daily breakout. Daily breakout. This one can be big, guys. Now we're looking at small targets, right? If it's a little total 3 run, I'm looking at the targets of around $20 to $24. Okay. If we decide to go on a bigger run, where Bitcoin decides to go higher, you're now looking at these areas. So you're looking between a 2x and a 4x from this token. Only falls under the 5% of your portfolio, guys. So very smaller, but huge, much bigger gains. So MoonRiver is one of the bigger ones. Under the more safety ones, last entries for me for BNB. Last entries, I'm still looking at BNB go to 420, if not the 520. We'll work on the TPs. For now, get your entries. That's what you want to focus on. So BNB, last calls there too. I saw we had Atom. It's gone now. But yesterday, I hope you got the dip when it came to actual Atom. And then it is meme time, and I think it's going to happen. I think we're going to have a meme run. SHIB. So this will still fall under my 10% of my portfolio category when it comes, but I think we're going to have a SHIB pump, guys. So SHIB has retested. I think it's last calls for SHIB now as we speak, and I think we're going to have a SHIB pump. And the pump, I think, is going to be either to these areas over here, which is a 40%, if not a 60% pump from SHIB. This is all about Chainlink. Guys, I'm telling you, $15, $20 Chainlink is what I'm looking at on that run. But SHIB, one of the next ones. This is trading, guys, not your long-term. I would only trade these tokens. You can make money with trading, and that probably means Floki too. To be honest, I see 𝗏𝗏𝗧 still doing really well. Let's look at the rest over here. Any other major ones that I missed? Yes, guys, I am looking at a Nakamoto blow up. I think it's going to do well. AAVE. Okay, there's still nearly a daily breakout on AAVE, so pay attention on that. Now, give me your tokens. What tokens do you want? Give me the tokens. Give me the tokens. Let's see what you guys want. Let's have a look. Come, guys, we've done incredibly well this year. Really, really, really good. And I'm going to make sure in 2 to 3 weeks, Sniper might turn bearish. I'm just giving you a heads up. And it's because I love you guys and I want to learn from what we've done previously. But I do think Phantom. Okay. Speak about Phantom. I do speak about Phantom quite often. No buys now. But Phantom's got 2 resistances. It's got one at 60 cents and 65 cents. And then we have $1. So pay attention. Give it time to get through the major barriers. The only time I'll buy it is around 45. But for now, give it time. I'm still looking at $1, guys. Go back. So follow me on Sheldon_Sniper. Make sure you're following me. And again, go here to my profile to the top. It's my top pinned tweet over here. There are my targets for a lot of these runs that we're currently in. 2,200, 2,600 ETH, $40, $60 Solana, 60, 70 cents Cardano. So pay attention to those over there. Okay, let's see. What do you guys want? Don't go too DGen, guys. I see you guys. Oh, just want to go full DGen. What are these small caps that you're giving me here? Let's look at HBAR. Let's go to 𝗏. You guys are full degens. Okay, let's go to 𝗏. So 𝗏, guys, this is a great chart. As you can see over here, we've been in accumulation. We've now officially made higher highs, higher lows. So you want to take this daily trend over here, and it's showing by tomorrow, if not the day after, we can have an 𝗏 breakout. If that is so, the way you want to trade it, just paint the picture in your head of how you want to see it, is you want to see a breakout, test, and run to the first area, which is this high over here. And if we break through that one, we then go to the higher areas over here. So if you want to know what I'm thinking percentage-wise, if we break out here, 36, if not the 90% mark, put your stop loss under the previous lows. So 6.4 cents or so would be your stop loss areas. Let's have a look at the rest. Luxo. So these are all total 3 coins. So just remember, smaller part to your portfolio. What is Luxo again? LX. You know it there, Josh or Dole or anyone there. Just see if you can get that for me, please. For the Luxo. A0. So I heard a lot about this token a few months back, and I heard it would be one of the next big things. Let's have a look at A0. I know it was accumulating for a while. Okay, so daily.
𝗨𝗏𝗍𝗍.
𝗨𝗏𝗍𝗍. Thank you. Thank you, sir. Okay, so anyone A0, this would be your buy zone. This area here, you don't really want to buy it much higher than where it's going now. There's A0 there. And first target's the highs. I think it has been. Let's actually have a look quickly. I do like A0. I know it's a really good team. I know A0 is a really, really good team. Let's just see if we can find more data on the prices that it's been before. Oh, that was those original buys. So that definitely looks really good. And the next targets are, yeah, the 2.5 to the $3. So this could be a 50 to 80% token, definitely. Do your research on it. It is really good. I know the team. So A0 looks great. So that one is a good call, guys. NEO protocol hold, guys. I think it's going to rip $3 to $4 NEO. 1 inch. Let's speak about 1 inch. Hopefully it becomes 2 inches soon. Let's see. Experience gained. I'm glad you guys are having fun. That's all that matters. So 1 inch for me does fall under T3, total 3 tokens. And if you have a look here on the daily, looking at breaking out now. So the way I would do it, let me set the trade up for you quickly, is I would buy anywhere between here and the previous high, which is basically the 58 cent mark. Okay, I'd be putting a stop loss under the previous low. Any trades now you take get stop losses, guys. Any trades you take now get stop losses because you are getting to phase 4. Okay, so the stop loss will be around 54 cents. You have the, let's see, the TPs. You'll have 2 take profits here. So you'll have the first one, which would be up here. So let's put this in over here, and you'll have the second TP that would be up here. So this for me would be shorter term trades, guys. It wouldn't be any holding for the run. It would be a trade. But let's look. So your stop loss would basically be around about 5%. Fantastic stop loss right now. You're lucky to be getting stop losses at that. First TP, 20 to 25%. The second one would be around 50 to 60%. So I like 1 inch. It hopefully, like I said, becomes 2 inches. Blur. So let's see what run. They're talking about blur again on the calls. So let's see what the hype's about. Let's see. I hope it's broken some major levels. There's our buys. Oh, I gave you guys blur. I did give you guys blur. I gave it to you 2 weeks ago. I gave it to you in these areas over here in March. I did. So for now, gone, guys. Hold strong. Hold strong. Probably TP around 1.2, 1.3 for blur. I wouldn't be buying it. Uniswap. So it looks like DeFi is a little bit down at the moment. We'll see what happens there, but let's see what the charts are actually showing. So these are old drawing charts. You can see I haven't charted Uni for a while. Where are you, Uni? Still in accumulation, but. So it's not a buy right now, guys. But thank you for showing me this, because we are nearly at the point of DeFi. So that will be one that runs when we break there. You know, I'll probably look at a run like this, be getting us there. So I won't buy yet. Reason being is I want to confirm it's a breakout, and we're not going to test the range lows. But once we're above probably the 6.8, the daily breaks there, we're looking at a $12 to $14. So I'll be patient for this one. So the way it works, guys, this is how you make money. Is let's say now you enter 𝗁, you enter 𝗏𝗏𝗃, these ones, and they run, right? And they make you a bunch of cash. We're going to TP on those. And then all of a sudden you have uni break in the long trend. Then we're going to take the money from 𝗁 and 𝗏𝗏𝗃, and then we're going to push into uni. So we're just going to keep shifting around from hot to hot to hot to hot. And that's how you're going to do it. Don't keep buying the ones that are already gone. You know, start shifting and moving. So uni looks good, which probably means 𝗓𝗍 would be one of the good ones too. Let's add 𝗓𝗍 in here. Let's see where 𝗓𝗍 swap is. Oh, these are accumulating, guys. So the breakout's not there yet. This is the breakout we'll catch, but this is where we're going to move to next. So thank you. So there may not be this week's trades, but next week, I think we're probably trading a lot of DeFi. So thank you for that, because if I actually have a look, we have a 𝗕𝗍𝗱𝗏. So this is good, guys. It's good about nailing the narratives. Oh, there we go. So we've got this 𝗕𝗍𝗱𝗏 that's taking its time. When this breaks, it will be time to get into DeFi tokens. And they will be the next big ones for us to be shifting to. So that's definitely really good. Let's have a look at the next ones here. What was it, though? LX for Luxo. LXS? Come in, though. Come in. Oh, there we go. LYXE.
LY.
Okay, I got it.
Yeah, you got it.
Thank you, sir. I got it. So we called Luxo when? We called it in the beginning of the year. When do we call Luxo? Come on, guys. We've been hot. We've been absolutely hot. We did call Luxo, and here's probably the trend on where we called it. So you should nearly be 100%
somewhere around
on Luxo.
Somewhere around early March. I
Yeah.
think we were looking at it.
Yeah, it was here. Yes, we got it. Wow. Okay, guys, hold strong. So TP's on Luxo. I would TP a little bit here at 16 to 17 cents, and I'll save a little bit more for the $16 to $20, sorry, and I'll save a little bit more for 20 to 22. So Luxo absolutely ripping, guys. We've absolutely nailed it this year. Like we're on form. But my goal is to make sure we get the top. We'll find. We'll soon see if it's more bigger than what we think. But my goal is to get us out in the top range. I will work hard to get us out. I promise you that. That's my Nakamoto games. That's big, guys. That one's still going to run for me. I'm still looking at the 60-70 cent mark. Yeah, Rose is a great coin. Rose is definitely a great coin. Litecoins come up here. So I know 𝗏𝗏𝗱𝗏𝗃 was speaking about Altseason earlier. Crazy. One of the old coins that are still doing something. Still definitely doing something. So Litecoin, there's the buys. I gave you guys the buys. You could see probably 2-3 weeks ago. But when Litecoin breaks this, so this reminds me of the Solana chart. You know where I speak about Solana fighting that $26 to $28 mark. Once we're through here, you start to get to the higher levels. So it does have a big fight at the moment between $100 and $110. But after that, you're looking at $170 and then the $200 mark. So I won't be buying it, but anyone that's holding Litecoin, I'd be looking at the break of this, being patient for the break of this. When you do get the break here, move your stops up, guys. Move them up quite a bit when they break the major and big levels. Axie Infinity, AXS. So gaming, I got no problem with gaming at all. I think gaming falls under the T3. So you want to be nice and early when it comes to gaming. You could see it's in the bottom range. So let's look. This can be good. Axie Infinity. So guys, a lot of the trades, there's money to be made with many tokens, but it is falling under your trading portfolio. So just be aware of that. Let me actually bring up this. Who bought this? Who bought it? When I told you guys to buy it. Tomorrow I'm going to update where this all actually is and our entries and the portfolio. Like, who bought it, guys? Come on, be honest. Like, you know, we've had many people gave me shit in the last few weeks, to be honest, you know, about calling this like, who got that portfolio? Where's your Bitcoin at now? We've done well. So Axie Infinity, you could see it's nearly time. So probably in the next week or two, when it breaks and holds outside the $10 mark, I think this can be a great trade, not a hold, a trade. And I'd probably ride it to $20. So I probably think gaming as a whole has about 100% in it, maybe 150% from the smaller ones, and probably around a 60 to 80% from the bigger gaming tokens. But I definitely think gaming is where a lot of the money is going to shift to next. Let's speak about EGLD. Elrond, EGLD. Who got the portfolio, guys? Can you actually do a poll for me, Josh? And just let me know the results. Who bought that portfolio? Who bought that portfolio? I want to know who got that portfolio. EGLD, still a while. Thank you, Crypto Banter. Thank you. Not there yet, but we'll catch this one. I'll put the alarm in here. This will be a monster trade when it's ready. When we break here, you're looking at huge gains. So I'll keep this on the radar for when that's ready. It's just accumulating. So dollar costing phase right now. Don't expect it to run just yet. Joe, is that Trader Joe? DYDX. Let's speak about it. So we got the buys on DYDX, and you should be flying there. There it runs, guys. So DYDX, I'm looking at $4 to $4 for those who are in it. How do I see this poll, Josh?
It's on YouTube, brother.
Oh, but tell me the results if you can't see it. I'd love to see where we're at, of how many people.
54% say yes so far.
That's fantastic. That's phenomenal, guys. Yes, that's brilliant. That's really good. I see our dots looking really strong. So guys, I just want to confirm again. So let's go through this quickly. GRT is a hold for me. These are buying and holding for the bigger gains. Algo, Polkadot. Let's see if there's any of the other ones. Theta, definitely Theta for breaking that daily. The next one, ANKR. I still think ANKR is a really big one and a really good one. So I'll show you ANKR again. This is one of my more favorite ones. I think it's going to be a great trade. Let's go through and see the rest. MOVR for higher risk, 5%, but I think it's great gains coming there. Let's see. And the rest that I've all given you how it trades, guys. Trades, not holding and not part of those portfolios. Do me a favor. Take all these coins and categorize them. So either they fall under the very high risk, the high risk. Just make sure you keep strong with this. In probably about 2 to 3 weeks, we'll see. But that's my look for now. All of this will be going back into these 2 coins over here. All of it. All of it. I still got lots to teach you. Guys, have a fantastic day. Come join me in the live trading session in 20 minutes if you've done Sniper School. Love you all. Fantastic day. Let's see what happens tomorrow. I've given you trades. Put your stop losses in on the trades, and let's make money. Much love, Anthem.